Lots of news this month. I've got one less tooth in my head, and we're going to talk about some pretty cool stuff coming up in the month of June.
And welcome to yet another episode of Crown and Comments with your host and resident Goldwing guru, the one, the only Cruiseman. Brought to you by Cruiseman's Garage Honda Goldwing Maintenance Videos.
Thank you, Don, for that intro. Much appreciated. Hey everybody, I'm Cruiseman, and welcome to Crown and Comments for May 2025. Actually, today it's not so much Crown and Comments as it is Coffee and Comments, because it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't really start drinking that early, so I thought today we would do Coffee and Comments, and this is my once a month where I get together with everybody, update you on all the stuff going on the channel, on the YouTube channel, answer any questions you have that I've picked out of my group. I've got my MacBook Pro over here, and later on I'm going to go through some of your comments and questions and I'll respond to them. And I like to start off with some news, but before I do, I would like to remind you that if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, because that really does help my YouTube rankings. Also, if you haven't done so already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to click the notification bell. I'm going to tell you about some videos coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks that you're not going to want to miss. So you want to make sure that when you go into YouTube, YouTube will notify you that these videos are available. I got the Breezy Ryder review done. That's the seat cover that goes on the Honda Goldwing, completely covers the seat. I really love the fact that I don't have to worry about scuffing the seat up with my boot anymore. So it does protect the seat, and it's comfortable. I also did the Carlin, and I call it Carlin kit. And the reason I call it Carlin kit is because of the way they designed their logo. They have the word kit in red. Now, it makes more sense to call it something like a car link it. What do you call it? But anyway, the Carlin kit, that's what I call it. I did the review of their new Mini Ultra, which is a little Apple CarPlay, wireless Apple CarPlay adapter that will work with your Honda Goldwing. I'm actually using it right now. And I've got another product that can kind of go along with that. For some of you, it's going to be a really big deal. I'm going to review it this week. Really, really cool. So that's why you want to subscribe, because you're not going to want to miss that video. Now, I always like to remind you, if you haven't done so already, please register online for my free email newsletter, because those of you that do get my newsletter, you get some special offers, some coupons, some deals that everybody else doesn't get to see. Sometimes I'll make videos about these special deals, but sometimes I can't reach everybody. Not everybody watches every video, but if you're subscribed to my email newsletter, you'll get that information. So make sure you're subscribed to my email newsletter. It's completely free to sign up. And I'm going to do something I've never done before. For the first 5 people that register for my newsletter are going to get a free coffee mug. Now, this is my new American Goldwing design, and I will send you a link, a coupon good for a free American Eagle coupon code. So don't waste any time. Make sure you go sign up for that newsletter right now. Never done that before. I'm going to try it, see how it works. It's a perfect segue into my brand new merchandise design. I call it the American Goldwing. And basically it's my Goldwing logo that my brother helped design with red, white, and blue. Looks like kind of like the American flag. Very cool. I've got several different designs out there. We have a coffee mug. We have t-shirts. We don't have caps because it's a little too intricate to embroider on a cap, but we do have the shirts, we have the t-shirts, and we have several different designs. So make sure you check out all of them. We also have a little poster that you can hang in your garage if you're interested in that. Hoodies, so just check them out. American Goldwing. There is a collection. I'll put pictures up here and a link to that in the description of the video. Okay, update on my tooth. I think the last time I did Crown and Comments, I was getting ready to go in to have this tooth extracted. It's gone. It's the one of my two front teeth. They had to remove one of them. It took about 2 hours. It was not pleasant, but never is having a tooth taken out. They also did bone graft. They're going to be checking it tomorrow to see if I'm a good candidate for an implant. A little bit of a hassle. Is very hard to eat. It makes it more difficult because right now you maybe can't tell it because I've got this Invisalign retainer in on my up, and it's got like a fake looking tooth thing, so it's kind of hard to tell unless maybe you could do some pixel peeping. You might be able to tell it, but I'm trying to keep my head down so you can't see it.
Wait till they get a load of me.
That's where I am on the dental thing. Some of you had asked me how the tooth extraction went, and it was a process. It took a while to get that thing out of there. It was I had a pretty good root on it, but that is in process, so I'll update you if anything else comes up on that. Thanks for asking. Okay, in June. Now, I'm going to be out of the country for a couple of weeks beginning in June. And as soon as I get back, I've got a notification a couple days ago from Honda. They are going to be shipping me an NT1100 to review, so I will have that for a period of time, and I am very excited about that motorcycle. I think that's a very cool product that Honda's come out with. It's got the same engine as the Africa Twin. Just as a reminder, if you're buying a new 2024, 2025 Goldwing, not sure if they have any 2024s left in stock, but if they do, there is a $1,000 Cruiseman discount at Southern Honda Powersports. Just let them know about the Cruiseman discount. You'll get $1,000 off. And there's also, you get a $50 coupon good discount on my maintenance videos. YouTube members. Let me talk just a second about YouTube memberships. Some of you may or may not be familiar with what that is, but you'll notice if you're looking at a YouTube video down at the bottom, and if you're looking on a computer, there'll be a little button that says join or join now. I can't remember which one it says. And basically it gives you the opportunity to be what they call a YouTube member of this channel. Channel supporter, I think, is $2.99. And what you get is you get some benefits. You get a little icon next to your name, big deal. You do get priority response from me on any comments you post or questions you post. I do look for those first for my members. You also get behind the scenes videos, some videos that nobody else gets to see as a member. You get early access to some of my videos like Crown and Comments. You also get ad-free versions of the videos like Crown and Comments. So those are some benefits of being a member. Now, if you're a super supporter, which I think is $4.99 a month, not only do you get all that, but you also get a 10% discount on my merchandise. So anytime you place an order for any of my t-shirts, caps like the anniversary cap, like this DCT equipped shirt or the Shadow Wing shirts, any of my merchandise, you automatically get a discount. You have to use a special code. Now, the next level is $9.99 a month. That's what we call a mega supporter. Not only do you get the discounts on the merchandise, you also get a pretty nice discount on my Honda Goldwing maintenance video series. If you want a discount on the maintenance videos, you might consider becoming a mega supporter. It'll more than pay for itself just with the discount that you get on the videos. So when we come back, I'm going to talk to you about this Goldwing giveaway going on at DFW Honda. Hey everybody, welcome back to Crown and Comments. This month it's Coffee and Comments with Cruiseman. It's May 2025. And let's talk a little bit about this Honda Goldwing giveaway. Some of you probably, if you follow this channel, you know we're giving away, not me, DFW Honda here in Grapevine, Texas is giving away a 2025 anniversary edition, the gold model, anniversary edition Honda Goldwing. Now, I had the bike here for about 3 weeks. I put a bunch of different accessories on. Thank you, by the way, to our other sponsors, which are PathfinderLED, Traction Dynamics, Show Chrome, and of course Goldstrike. And I put some of my favorite accessories on from these companies. So not only are you winning a brand new Honda Goldwing, but you're getting it decked out with some of the coolest accessories. That drawing is next Saturday on the 31st of May at DFW Honda in Grapevine, Texas. Now, I'm going to be there. It goes from noon to 3 o'clock. I think the drawing is going to be at 2 o'clock. They're also going to have some food. I think they're going to have burgers and hot dogs. They're going to have some special deals on products that you can only get if you're there that day. So come out for a meet and greet. So make sure you come out to DFW Honda in Grapevine, Texas next Saturday, and we're going to announce the winner of that Goldwing. Now, I am going to try once again to do a YouTube live from DFW Honda. I don't know what time it'll start, maybe 1:30, 1:45, something like that. And so we can actually do the drawing for the winner of that 2025 Honda Goldwing live on YouTube. So you'll get to see that, and that should be pretty cool. So make sure that you are watching. Make sure that if you can't be in Grapevine, Texas for the drawing live, make sure you're watching YouTube live and my channel for that drawing. Okay, when we come back, your comments, my reactions, and that's coming up right after this. Hey everybody, welcome back to Crown and Comments, or Copy and Comments for May 2025. And I'm going to fire up the old MacBook Pro here, and I'm going to pull up your comments. And some of these are emails, some of them are posted to Facebook, some of them are posted to my YouTube channel. And I'll go through, and if it's a question, I'll try to answer it as best I can. If it's a comment, I'll try to react to it. Okay, the first comment is from Steve, and Steve, this was a comment on the video where I was installing the Showchrome Ryder backrest onto the giveaway Goldwing that we're giving away. And his comment says, "Cruiseman, I do not see this backrest on Wing Stuff. Do you have the specific link?" Honestly, I don't. I don't know what's going on with Showchrome and their backrests. I know the one that I have on my bike is not available anymore right now. I don't know if it's a supply issue. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to check on it, and once I get some more information, I will either post a video about it or I'll let you know in the next Crown and Comments. I think I've already replied to his comment, but I don't know what's going on. I'm going to also talk to Rick at Wing Stuff about this and see if he has any suggestions or any ideas, because I have not been able to find this backrest anywhere on the internet right now. Let's see. This is from Hugh, and Hugh says, this is on the DC initialization video I did a while back. "Just purchased my first Goldwing today, a 2021. partially as a result of your videos." Oh, great. Where's my commission, by the way? "If the other service videos are as good as this one, I guess I'll be buying those too." Well, Hugh, everybody seems to like my maintenance videos. I think one time in 12 years have I had someone ask for a refund on my videos. Out of thousands of Honda Goldwing owners that have my videos, I've had one person ask for a refund, and that was because about 2 months after they got my videos, they sold their Goldwing. They moved on to a Harley, or they moved to a BMW, I don't remember now, and they asked me if I would give them a refund. So thank you. I hope you enjoy the videos. If you get them, let me know. Security Bob said, and Security Bob is a member of mine, YouTube member, and he is talking about the bullet brake. Some of you may have seen my video on the bullet brake, which kind of augments the parking brake on the DCT model. "Thanks, Chris. Received the black version today with a quality black finish." Well, great. Hope you enjoy it. I use mine. I really like it. This is from Sefi Sondak? Man, I'll tell you, some of these usernames I can't figure out. And this is on the bullet brake. He said, as far as I know, all Goldwing Trikes come with the bullet brake. That's probably the dealer that you're buying the Trikes from. Perhaps the dealer is installing the bullet brake. I know that Southern Honda in Tennessee sells the Trikes. I think they may be pre-installing those on the Trikes. So it doesn't come from Honda, or it doesn't come from well, I don't know. Maybe there's a Trike company out there that's pre-installing them. Maybe Motor Trike or California Sidecar or one of these. Maybe they're pre-installing. I don't know. But they typically don't come like that from the factory. Let's see. This is on the Break Free. And Stephen Bertelli is asking me, do I know of anyone have this installed on an LS2 Advantage X? No, I don't. Let me know out there. Do any of you have an LS2 Advantage X helmet with a Break Free installed? If you do, please put it in the comments down below. And you can answer Stephen's question, because I don't know. Steve, again, this is on my rear fender light that I installed from Showchrome. Cruiseman, which distribution hub do you prefer, Goldstrike or Pathfinder? Or should I say, which do you prefer? He already said that. He already asked me which one I prefer. I'm trying to order all of my accessories so I have them when my 2025 Goldwing Tour DCT arrives. Appreciate your videos. Thanks, Steve in Washington State. Well, Steve, I am a PathfinderLED guy. They have been a sponsor on this channel in the past. They've sponsored videos, and I've used their products for more than a decade. I've always been very happy with them. I don't have anything against the Goldstrike hub. I'm sure it's a good product as well. I just prefer and use the PathfinderLED because I've always had such good luck with their products. Now, if you have Goldstrike lighting on your bike, in addition to PathfinderLED lighting, PathfinderLED does make adapters that you can still use plug and play on your Goldstrike products, and I believe Goldstrike's the same way. If you buy the Goldstrike hub, they make an adapter that you can use with your PathfinderLED. So either way you go, you're going to have plug and play capability. I don't think you can make a bad decision, but I do prefer PathfinderLED. Tim Claver asks, this is on the bullet brake, how does having the bullet brake installed affect bleeding of the brakes or replacing the brake fluid later on? Should have no effect at all. When it's not engaged, it's just a straight pass through. So it would not affect bleeding the brakes once you get to the point of bleeding the brakes or changing your brake fluid. It should have no impact at all. Okay, Brad Snodgrass. This is on the Slingshot video I did, the review. I rented one of these when I was out in Colorado, and it was a blast to drive on the mountain roads. Yes, a lot of places around the country, they do rent Slingshots. And I had a few comments like this from those of you who have rented these in the past. And I agree, it would be a blast. We don't have great roads here in Dallas-Fort Worth. So I can see where if you're on nice twisty roads like Tail of the Dragon or Charahola Skyway or out in California, yeah, I could see where it'd be really fun to ride one of these or drive one of these. Oh, what video is this? Don't know. Don Nunamaker? His question is, what do you think about dark side riding? I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of it. I don't have anything against people that choose to do it. I just choose not to do it. I think motorcycle tires are made the way they are for a reason. I think the tire companies have engineers that design these tires the way they design them for a reason. I think the only real advantage to dark siding is economy. They are cheaper. They last longer. You know, you might be able to get 20 or 30,000 miles out of a car tire. but I just don't personally believe that it's going to handle the same as a motorcycle tire. That's just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right, but you asked, so there you go. Mark Colbert said, this is on cleaning the wheels and tires. He said, my 2018 does not have the red on the rims. I put that on. That's an accessory from Honda. You can buy the red tape for your stripes, I should say, for your wheel rims. I believe they still make them. I'd like to add them to the one I've got now. Let's see. Crash Junkie says, this is on the bullet brake, $120 for that? Ouch, 75% profit. I don't know about that. There's quite a bit of engineering and machining that goes on with that bullet brake. It looks like a very simple product, but I know for a fact there's quite a bit of technology and engineering that goes into that bullet brake. So I'm not sure if it's 75% profit, but you have to look at what is the value of having that as a better parking brake. Plus, you get a discount if you use code Cruiseman. Michael Cadiz on the bullet brake got a question. If you pull the front brake lever, doesn't that apply a portion of the braking power to the rear wheels as well, being an ABS linked system? Not on the 2018 up. The front brake only engages the front brake discs. On the previous generation Goldwing, it did engage one of the pistons on the rear brake as well. But on the 2018, they changed it. Now, if you apply the rear brake pedal, you do get some braking on the front. But if you pull in the front brake lever, you do not get braking on the rear. So, but you used to. You did on the previous generation Goldwing, but not on this generation. Why? I don't know, but that's just the way it is. Or so that's my understanding. Bullet brake, another one from El Cavatino. Chris, do you need to replace the brake fluid once you're done with the installation? Thank you. No, you do not. You'll only lose a little bit of brake fluid. You could top it off if you wanted to, but you don't lose enough to really matter. I didn't put any additional brake fluid in. You saw in the video what came out on the paper towel when I pulled that banjo bolt out. You don't lose enough to make a difference. So no. Let's see. This is on the Sena 60S. If you update your 50S, will you get battery level when powering up? Oh, no. He said if you update your 50S, you will get the battery level when powering up. Good to know. That's good information. I haven't tried that. Good to know. Don Cruz, one of my members and a local rider, comes to breakfast with us. And this is on the bullet brake. Very interesting. Should that also work for manual bikes, just to add extra safety when parking on a slight incline? Yes, you can put this on any motorcycle, not just a Honda Goldwing, not just a DCT Goldwing. If you have a manual transmission Goldwing, you can install the bullet brake because the front brake system is the same whether you have a manual or a DCT. So yes, you can. Good point. Tom's Goldwing Adventures. This is Tom Miller, and he is another member of mine. Thank you, Tom. This is on the bullet brake. An interesting accessory. Looks like even I might be able to install it. Thanks for sharing this. Tom, I guarantee you can install it. It is one of the simpler installations. I saw you install if you can put the BT Moto upgrade on your ECU, I think you can install this no problem. Gold Rider 1, another one of my members. This is Mac out in Tennessee. Check out his channel, Gold Rider 1. Check out Tom's channel too, Tom's Goldwing Adventures. And this is on the bullet brake. And Mac says, I love that device. This should help when I start pulling a trailer. Absolutely. I would never pull a trailer on a DCT without this because The parking brake on the Goldwing is barely adequate to keep the bike from rolling, much less if you've got a trailer with 300 or 400 pounds in it pulling on the back tire. So yeah, definitely if you're pulling a trailer, I would definitely recommend you have the bullet brake. Good point. I should have mentioned that in my video and I forgot to. Fred says, this is on the Slingshot. Thanks for the review, Chris. I was wondering how difficult it is to get in and out of. I know that there are some Corvettes slung so low that you'll have to crawl in and out. You know, I think it's actually easier to get in the Slingshot than it is a Corvette. My brother has a Corvette, so that's why I say that. And the reason is because this you can just kind of step into it. In fact, I got to where I was just putting both feet in first and then just sliding down into the seat. And you've got frame rails and a parking brake, make it very easy to get out of. You can kind of push yourself up, get a leg out. And I didn't see anybody having any trouble getting in and out of it. Even Ricky said in her comments that she had no trouble getting in and out of the Slingshot. So because it's all open and there's no roof, you just drop right into it. Greg, this is on the review I did of the StormHawk boots a couple of years ago. By the way, I still love those boots. They're great boots. He says, I'm on my third pair and I have not found a better boot yet. I haven't either. I love them. I have 2 pair. I bought a second pair because I figured they're going to stop making them. So I figured I better get a second pair while I had the chance. I know Robert White told me the other day he'd already ordered a second pair for himself. So great boots. Check out the Icon StormHawk riding boots. They're really great. Or check out my review on the StormHawk boots. The Slingshot video, Robert asked, how much does it weigh? I believe it's about 1,650 pounds. So think about it. 180 horsepower with 1,600 pounds. That's pretty heavy duty power to weight ratio. Oh, Bob's Goldwing Adventures. This is on my review of the Show Chrome trunk liners. Hey, Cruiseman, if you have things on both sides, with these organizers, can you still fit 2 Sena Impulse helmets? Yes, I have things in both of my Show Chrome trunk liners and no problem getting 2 modular helmets into the trunk. No problem on a 2021 or later. Okay, Goldwing number 7. This is on the Breezy Ryder. When will you have your long-term video posted on this product? Probably in June. That's when I'm planning to take my ride out to West Texas. And if I go on my Goldwing, which is the plan right now, it will be on the Breezy Ryder. I'll be motovlogging from that trip while I'm on the road, and I'll tell you my experience on the Breezy Ryder. Drink Coke asked, interested in the Slingshot. I hear it gets hot in the cabin. Well, we drove the Slingshot, I think it was in the 90s, one day, and I didn't notice excessive heat. I'm surprised that we didn't get more heat off the road. Now, if it gets up to 100 degrees, I don't know. I mean, it's hot on a motorcycle. But we didn't notice excessive engine heat or anything coming into the cabin. There is a lot of airflow in the Slingshot, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Greg asked, I can't remember what video this is on. He said, I brought home my new 2025 anniversary Goldwing Red and love it. I wanted to let you know that the 2025s, you can't leave the parking brake engaged because it does have a parking light and it will not go into drive. Okay, I read this, and when I was at DFW Honda the other day, I had not heard this. He's basically saying on the 2025 models, you got the parking brake on, it won't even let you put it into drive. Not true. I think whoever he bought the motorcycle from, the dealership may have installed the electrical connection interlock. They make an interlock that does do this. Basically works like the kickstand switch, so that if you've got your parking brake engaged, you can't put the DCT into drive. but that's an aftermarket product that was probably added to this gentleman's Goldwing, and he just didn't know about it. It should be in there from Honda. I don't know why Honda didn't include that, but we tried it on the 2025 Goldwing on the showroom floor, had it up on the center stand, pulled the parking brake on, started up the bike, it went right into gear. So there is no interlock from Honda. So my guess is they installed the aftermarket from Electrical Connection. Okay. This is from, I don't know, Joe DeSantos maybe? And he said, Cruiseman, I think this is on the drawing that we're doing for the Goldwing. Cruiseman, I'm driving my 2006 Goldwing 1800 from Long Island, New York, just to meet you on Saturday the 31st at the drawing. Wow. Can you believe that? So there's no excuse for you. If you live within 100 miles or 200 miles of Dallas-Fort Worth, there's no excuse for you not to come out to DFW Honda on May 31st for this drawing. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people are going to be there. Come out, say hi, meet and greet, and we're going to have a drawing. Heck, he might even win the new Goldwing. Then what's he going to do? I guess he could drive the new one home. Maybe they'd buy his 2006. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for May 2025. Thanks everybody for joining me. Now, if you liked this video, do me a favor, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to put your comments in down below. You might end up mentioned on next month's Crown and Comments. And maybe next month it'll actually be a Crown and Comments. By the time we do Crown and Comments next month, I will have already done my trip to West Texas. I'll be back in the country. Like I said, I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks. We're doing a cruise. We're going to be going to Europe, and I'm taking a little time off. I've been doing a lot of videos. It's time for me to get away for a little while. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section down below. And until I see you next month, remember, ride often, but ride safe.